Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 20th to the 26th of November 2017. We begin the week with a new moon in Scorpio, and there's lots of activity at the moment in Scorpio. We have Jupiter making his 12-year appearance, and then Venus, Sun and Moon all in there as well. So we're clearing the way really, we're bringing up everything out of the shadow side, out of the subconscious for clearance so that we can actually raise our energy. This is like alchemy or kundalini if you like. It's about raising from the base to the crown, but first of all we have to bring everything up. So setting intentions at this time for raising your vibration, for clearing any psychology or manipulation or beliefs or patterns that aren't serving you, so that you can raise that up, become lighter and brighter as a result. That's what this Scorpio moon is talking to us about. By Monday we're heading into the Mercury retrograde, the coming Mercury retrograde, and this will be in the sign of Sagittarius. So we're in the first phase already. Retrogrades have 3 phases. The first one is awareness, so things come up for awareness. The second one, when it actually goes retrograde, is from the 3rd of December through to the 23rd of December, so taking us into the festive season, and that's when we go inwards and we have a look on what's happening on the inside. And then from the 23rd to mid-January to the 11th and beyond, we have the final awareness. So we've grown as a result of this experience. It's very important to embrace these times and not to believe that the universe is somehow having a go at you. So we're in phase 1. So what is Mercury in Sagittarius going to teach us? Well, Mercury is our processing mind and how we communicate, and Sagittarius loves to do the research and then broadcast the results. Sagittarius is very blunt and straight to the point. So in this first awareness, it's worth looking at where we're speaking from, what we're speaking about, where we're getting our information from, and tuning into our higher inspiration so that we're not just repeating what we've been told. This may also be a good time to think before we speak, because with this direct Sagittarian energy it can sometimes just come in and blast, but maybe we need to just take a step back to have a look. Is what we're saying true? What is the truth? And to go and do some of that research, but not be too quick to judge and too quick to impose ourselves on others and impose our views on others. We do live in a world where there's many forms of communication now, and many people have become quite directly opinionated from the safety of being behind a keyboard and entertain online struggles and online arguments with others. And it's a very quick format, very reactive, but maybe have a look at the difference between reacting and responding. One is knee-jerk action and the other one involves thinking first. So they say with a retrograde we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so time to listen, time to tune in, time to hear what's really being said, and to investigate, especially with the retrograde, where we're coming from and get to the real core truth of the matter. Another aspect of this is, do we actually know what we're talking about? Have we picked up thoughts and beliefs and forgotten to check whether they're actually true or still true or were even ours in the first place? So what do we really know? Have we experienced it? Have we lived it? Have we applied it? And are we qualified to speak it? By Thursday we have the Sun going into Sagittarius as well, so this will amplify that energy. But on the same day we have Neptune turning direct. These are 2 very, very different energies. The Sun into Sagittarius says, I'm here, let's grow, let's expand. It's very outward and, like I say, direct, but can be quite blunt as well. And yet Neptune is stationary, turning direct, and this is our inner waters, this is our imagination. This is where we can stand in the silence and tune in to the resonant frequencies, our deeper knowing. So these could actually work quite well together if we, like I say, are quiet first, tune into our real knowing, listen to our intelligence, listen to our emotional intelligence, feel the frequencies of what's going on in situations and conversations around us, before we then speak with this directness. So very much, where are you coming from? Where are you getting your inspiration from? What does your intuition tell you? Probably will override for the rest of the week the superficial way of communicating that hasn't been checked and hasn't been researched. Then as Neptune turns direct, we're actually in forward motion. with this lovely energy, so we can begin to grow with that. We've been on a long retrograde. This happens every year, but a lot of the recent energy has been about how we relate to each other and how we relate to the world. So this has been a schooling on trusting our intuition, on feeling into the spaces, feeling into the frequencies, and not just living on the superficial level. Then we can have a look at how we're giving, how we're communicating, how we're being with others, what's being said in the invisible realm, in the unheard realm. What's it like just being around you without any surface level communication? What effect do you have on people? What have you got to give? What's your frequency? What is it that you share with others beyond communication and the five senses? Because as we get to know our true frequency, we realise that we're actually remotely influencing people on a very big level. The frequency that we're holding is what we're sharing. It's measurable outside of the human body. So if you are a giant tuning fork or a transmitter, then what is your frequency that you're transmitting? And with Mercury and the Sun in Sagittarius, there will be no subterfuge. This will be actually tangible. We'll be able to feel it. Sagittarius is a very honest sign. So we're coming out of decades of people being able to say one thing but feel something else on the inside. But that won't work anymore. Whatever we're being will be felt by others. So it's up to us to take responsibility for our frequency and what we're putting out. This is very important as we get towards the end of the week, because Mercury is about to approach Saturn, and that's a very real connection there. Are your thoughts in alignment? Are you true to yourself? Do you speak what you stand for? Very honest, very structured, but again, nowhere to hide. There's a light being shone into the shadows, and everything is now clearly visible. So before we go and judge others, we need to see what we've got going on inside as well. We need to know our mind. We need to be disciplined in clearing up our own house. And finally, by the weekend, we have a lovely combination with Mercury and Uranus, the lower and higher mind. This all slots into place just perfectly, as I see these things do on quite a regular basis. It's almost a step-by-step guide to what we can do today to improve our future. And a Mercury harmonic with Uranus is amplifying everything that we've gone through this week, is making sure that we're in true alignment, what we're tuning into, and then holding that vision and bringing it into the world, purifying our vibration and radiating that out. So very, very simple if we're honest and if we're ready to be unique, to be independent, and to be part of the change that is due to come in at this time. So very gentle energy, quite exciting. The sense of rebelliousness coming in as we do our clearing up. We're free, we're liberated to be our true selves. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. Just to let you know, I have rejoined Instagram this week, so please do come and find me there. I'll be posting different content to the content that I post on my Facebook and Twitter, and it'd be lovely to interact with you. As we're coming up to the festive period, just to remind you, I do offer gift vouchers and have a number of small gifts in my shop which make perfect presents, especially the Zodiac Pack, which is a PDF that tells you all about the soul expression of your sign, with words of power, with yoga poses, with power animals, with way to use crystals and herbs, and how to calculate your power moon dates. So very sweet little packs there available from my shop, amongst other things. And of course, if you'd like a one-to-one reading, I am available in person or over Skype to have a look at your soul plan and see where all of this is happening for you. I have all my online courses and my online members group if you'd like to come and engage with the art of astrology, tarot, numerology, and much, much more, and learn these for yourself. And I also have a What's in the Stars in 2018 talk, so if you work at a centre that might appreciate booking that talk in, then I'm taking bookings for January to take a look ahead at the year of 2018 and how we can navigate the main themes that are coming up for us. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehind7@gmail.com.